Greetings everybody, Nick DiVirgilio here, and today we're having some fun with the iconic Ludwig Black Beauty snare drums. Let's go. If there's only one snare drum you're going to put in your bag to bring to the studio or to your gigs, you really might want to consider a Ludwig Black Beauty because it goes with anything. They have great sound no matter what style of music you're playing. You can do bebop all the way to thrash metal with the same drum. They go everywhere, up and down, high tuning, low tuning. They're really well made. Let's get into some details of these two drums I have in front of me right now. What's really cool about the two drums I have in front of me, this is a 5x14 and a 6.5x14 Black Beauty, is that these are 8-lug versions rather than 10-lug versions. The 8-lug versions really do have a little bit of a different sound. It's just that much less metal on the drum. There's 2 less lugs. It's a little bit less squeezing of the shell, lets it breathe a little bit more. It gives it a more sort of a throaty sound. If you've ever heard that term before, there's a bite and a crack to these drums that's really cool. You know, the snare basket that holds the drum on, there's less lugs to deal with when trying to get the drum placed on a snare basket just right. And all of those things I think are fantastic. And above and beyond all of that stuff is the sound of the drums. So let's play both of them right now. I have sticks and some brushes and some other things so you can hear the sound of the drums in a few different ways. Right now I'm going to play both the drums with the snare wires off so you can hear the tone of the drums just by themselves. Here we go. Really beautiful musical tone by both drums. It has that metallic sound, so it's bright and just, out there. But the musicality of both drums, the pitches are great, and it goes really well with this oak Ludwig drum kit. Check it out. Let me get into some details on the construction of the Black Beauty. They take a long piece of brass, turn it into a round cylinder, and then the construction process makes it so the seam is completely taken away. You don't see it at all on the inside or the outside of the drum. Then they put this beautiful bead right down the middle. The brass shell is 1.2 millimeters thick. Then you get 2.3 millimeter steel hoops. And again, these are 8-lug hoops. Classic looking Ludwig Imperial lugs. On this version, they do make tube lug versions of the Black Beauty, by the way. Just go to Sweetwater.com and you can see all the versions. But on this version, you get the classic Imperial lugs and a really nice, very smooth feeling throw off and strainer. The old school looking brass keystone badge. And also, it's really just a kind of a visual feature that's really cool, I think. They put the keystone stamp on the throw off, on the top of the throw off and strainer right over here. And it's a nice visual feature. Perfect edges on the inside, a great snare bed, and all in all, these are fantastic snare drums. Definitely you should consider putting one of these in your snare drum bag, your snare drum arsenal, because again, they go with everything. Now, for more sounds of the drum, again, I brought some brushes, some blast sticks, and a few other things. Let's check out how these drums sound with those. One other quick thing I want to mention about the throw-off and strainer, when you want to adjust the snare wire tension, it's really nice because it's notched on the inside. You can hear it going through its different settings. What's cool about that is you can just, go up in little tiny increments and get the snare wire tension exactly where you want it. So hopefully you can tell that the tuning of both these drums is really different. The 5x14 I have cranked really high, and the 6.5 is nice and big and beefy. You could definitely bring this one up if you want. And the heads that come with the drum are Ludwig's Weathermaster heavies. They're single ply heads, but they're thick single ply heads, and they work well. But obviously all kinds of great head combinations would work with these Ludwig Black Beauties, and I encourage you, no matter what drum you ever buy, is to change up the head combinations and find your exact tone. There's lots of great options here at Sweetwater. But I think the 5 is really cool for that kind of high, cracky thing. You can play all kinds of really cool music, from funk, hip hop, R&B, ska if you're into that kind of stuff, punk music with the 5x14. The bigger drum, big heavy classic rock tunes, ballads, jazz on either one. So with that being said, I'm going to play a little bit more with the drums, all together here so you can hear these drums in context. Here we go. I want to encourage you to check out the text below the video. I have a lot of other really great gear around the drum kit here today. Biodynamic microphones, a Presonus Quantum 2626 interface, really nice. This fantastic Ludwig Classic Oak kit. Vincent drumsticks along with some other great Vic Firth gear as well. Lots of really cool stuff. Sabian cymbals. Check out the links below if you want to check out any of this gear. And there you have it, everybody, the Ludwig Black Beauty snare drum. Iconic snare drums, fantastic to play, so musical. These are the 8-lug versions. They'll go with any drum kit you have, any style of music. They're fantastic to have around. If you want any more information about these Ludwig products or any other Ludwig product, just talk to your Sweetwater sales engineer, and thanks so much for watching this video. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Click right here for more videos just like this one, or start at sweetwater.com for all your music instrument and pro audio needs.